Welcome to the Mobl21 tutorial on creating groups and users so you can push your content to them so they can be able to view and use and interact with your content whether on the computer or on the go in a mobile environment. So the first thing I'm going to do is log into my account. Okay, now that I'm logged in, you can see my home. I'm going to go and my users. I have 0 of 10 users created. I'm going to create one user which we're going to use for training purposes in this mini as an account for everyone to kind of interact with from the 21 eTeacher program. Lacey's going to post that information on the wiki. So to set up a group and to set up users, I'm going to go to My Settings. Over here on the left, you see my profile in Manage. I'm going to Manage. I can create groups and users. Now, I have played with this as far as creating groups and users. Lacey and Michael worked with me in creating this, and when I was doing it the first time, I created the users first and the group second. Today I'm going to do the group first, user second. It doesn't matter which one you create. What a group is kind of like a class. For instance, if you teach more than one block of the same subject, you might want to organize it by that. If you are teaching elementary school or middle school and you teach more than one subject, you might want to group it by that as well. So the first group I'm going to create over here, let's call this the 21 eTeacher group. And I can put in a description if I'd like. This is a mini module group. And I'm going to set it as active, and I'm going to submit, and automatically it'll create my group for me, and it'll set it up right here. I can delete it later, or I can view what the group is. That recalls what it is. Now, let's put some users. Right now on my free account, how many users do I have? I have 10. Okay, so I can create it to 10. I'm only going to create one today. And today's name, I'm going to put you all as 21 eTeacher. And the email that Lacey's using is eteacher.user@gmail.com. I'm going to create a password for you. That password today, we'll just do 21 eTeacher. Now it's 2121, eTeacher is all lowercase. And it's going to belong to this group. Now, if I have more than one group, I would select whichever group pops up. But because I only have one group, there's only one group there. Now, back when I was telling you that the first time I did it, I created the users first and then the group. What I mean by that is right here there's an option to create a group. That means if you create a user in a group that either doesn't exist or that you haven't created yet, I guess that would be synonymous, right? You could go to create a group and then create a group on the go. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this, and I have a new user. Oops, I didn't select my group. Learning together. So now I've selected my group. The user has been created. Here's the eteacher.user@gmail. Now I could send an email, or I could view, see how the field is blank, I can view that person, or I can delete that person. Are you sure you want to delete? No, I don't. So now what will happen is within this group I have one user, and that's the eteacher.user. Now that email is that eteacher.user@gmail.com is going to receive an email, and in that email it's going to give the username, which is going to be the email. Then it's going to give a password and a content code to put into the desktop widget or the app. And that is how you create users and groups.